those three-pointers in the first half.
Thank you.
I know sometimes you got a green light on some shots, and maybe not a green light on others, if I'm not mistaken, watching in practice and so forth. What is a good shot? Is it inside out, off a guard, or is it offensive rebound back to you, or trailing in transition? Are those considered the open ones? Is it hard for you sometimes to discern what's a good one? Because they probably all look good to you, like you want to final match. Is it hard for you to discern what's right and what's not?
It's instinct, honestly. It's just it's when you're in the moment of the game. You know, there's a lot of factors that decide whether it's a good shot or a bad shot, and you know, it's kind of the flow of the game and what your percentages are in that moment. But those are shots that I practice every day, and I get a lot of reps up on those shots, and I train on those shots every day, and I just got to shoot with more confidence, and that's something that I'm still working on now. And tomorrow I'm going to practice those shots the same way I do every day. What determines a good shot is, like I said, you know, kind of the timing, the rhythm, all that stuff. And sometimes, even if it is a good shot, sometimes it's good to get the ball moving, and then sometimes you got to take that shot, especially if you're in a rhythm and you know you work on it, you practice it, and it translates to the game.
What kind of feedback did you get from the coaches about those shots at halftime?
Good shot.
Right.
Good shot.
And Izzo just said he liked seeing you do that, but also wants to make sure you don't forget the meat and potatoes down low and getting you some more touches down there.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your inside-outside game is coming together as something that can help this team? This offense has always needed a stretch forward. Mm-hmm. No one's really there yet, but you're a guy that can do that.
Yeah.
You showed some of that. What are your thoughts about all of that?
I agree that you know, for a stretch forward, there has to be two parts of it. You know, playing outside and inside. And playing inside is something I could have done better today, and kind of figuring out that balance a little bit. And when you have, you know, other bigs on the team that's inside, you want to give them kind of their space to work. You don't want to kind of crowd the middle up and, you know, draw defenders to them. But yeah, it's just figuring out a balance on whether to play inside, outside, and figuring out what's working in the moment and what the team needs. And if I can prove my inside-outside game, that's going to be the best for the team, and that's what I want. I want to help this team win. I want to help this team go far. And I feel like working on and getting better at my inside-outside game is what's going to help this team.
Are you noticing your perimeter shooting is getting better in practice through the course of the season?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel confident. I just I have to go in the games with the same level of confidence because, like I said, I practice it every day in hundreds of reps. I just have to make sure that I shoot the same confidence in the game that I do when I practice it.
Today, Garcia is a tough test for everybody in the Big Ten. You got a chance to see him for a second time this year. How did you think that went? He got hot in the second half a little bit. How did you think you did in that regard?
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for him. He's a really good player. He had a good game. That's what he does. I feel like we had some good moments and some bad moments, and you know, you just kind of, whatever happens, you just hope you can do better. I know we're not gonna have a perfect defensive game and all that stuff, but you know, still want to improve, still want to get better at defense. You know, it's a good test to go up against someone like that because you know how good he is. But I feel like like I said, we did some good things. There's stuff we need to improve on.
Gives you a chance to see where you stand too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Teachable moments.
Yeah. No, and going against him is always a teachable moment on, you know, what to work on and what's kind of working for you. But like I said, I have a lot of respect for him. He's a really good player, and today was a good kind of test on, you know, where I am defensively, and I just, no matter how good it is, I just want to try to keep getting better and better and better.
How do you guys keep this going? Undefeated in the months of December, January, how do you keep that for that long? I guess to keep on winning.
I guess it's the team camaraderie, honestly. I mean, after a win, we're all just kind of there supporting each other, and you know, I feel like that's why this team is so good, is because we're always there for each other, cheering each other on, and you know, everyone gets to eat, and you know, after a win, we're just cheering each other on, and this team has such strong chemistry that, you know, not a lot can break it, and I feel like that's why we've been doing so good, and we're going to keep doing good, is because we're always there supporting each other, and you know, even though we haven't hit our ceiling yet, we're climbing that mountain.
Izzo's birthday's in a couple of days, turning 70. Does he seem like he's 70, or how impressive is it for him to keep on doing it at this sort of age?
It really is. It really is. I mean, it's it's crazy on one hand, but then it's amazing to know that you play for such an amazing coach, an amazing person, and to be part of his legacy and part of his one of his teams is something really special. And all of us on the team and staff are aware of his his sorry, I lost my train of thought. Like his streak, and we're trying to get him that one last game because he's done so much for us, and we want to give that back to him. And it's kind of crazy that his 70th birthday is coming up. He doesn't seem 70 in practice sometimes the way he yells at us, but honestly, like I said before, it's amazing to know that everyone on this team is a part of like his legacy and all that stuff, and we just want to give that back to him.
13 games now in a row that you guys have won. How difficult is it to maintain that consistency on a regular basis?
I think this is the first time in Tom's 30 seasons he's had a team win every game in December.
I wouldn't say it's hard, but like there are challenges. But when you have a team like this, it kind of becomes the standard a little bit. I mean, there are times where we might get down in a game, or we might not be playing as well as we should. But like I mentioned before, that's what makes this team so good, is that we're always there for each other, picking each other up and holding each other to that standard of what we can be. And like I mentioned before, we haven't hit our full potential yet, but we're still climbing. And so knowing that how many games we've won, it kind of just motivates us even more. If anything, it kind of creates a hunger every game. Like, I want to win more and more and more and more. Because when you keep winning at this pace, you just want more wins. And it seems like none of us are letting up. Staff, players, coaching, like no one is letting up. If anything, we're working harder every practice, every game to get those wins.
You came in with Trey. I'm just wondering, how important was he for you guys in that first half tonight? And do you notice, does playing Minnesota bring anything different out of him? I know some guys, when it's like a hometown thing, they want to do this. Like I know with Fears, Illinois was kind of a big deal for him. Do you notice anything different out of him? And again, that first half stretch, how important was that?
Yeah, man, his stretch in this first half was insane. We were all on the court, on the bench, in the fans. Like, we were all just so happy for him because, hitting threes back to back to back is crazy. And honestly, I'm nothing but so happy for him because I think when you play against a home team, it kind of adds an extra fire that really gets you going, that really motivates you. And every time we play a home team of a player, it's for them. And so tonight was for Trey, and it was for Trey, and I'm super happy for him that he had the game that he did, because he deserves all the praise, because he had that big, very important stretch in the first half and the game too. So this one was for Trey, and I hope he had a good time, like enjoying himself playing that game as well as he played.
So who on this team has California ties?
I did live in California for a minute, so I guess that counts as me. But
so is that yours now? The next week is yours?
I'll count that. I mean, I know we're not going to Utah soon, so but I will count California as technically my home turf.
Are you ready to give these guys some 3-point shooting lessons?
That's right, I am. Yeah.
You do that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Thanks, Jackson.
Yeah.